Hey guys, Chris O'Sullivan back with you again. Today I'm going to show you how I bait up with these gaper clams. So keep watching. Now, so I get these gaper clams when I'm digging my lugworms in one of the spots, and as you can see, they're quite a good size. Now there is obviously smaller ones, but I tend to try and take the biggest ones because that gives the best amount of meat in them. So I'm going to get a bit closer now and show you exactly what I do with them. Now guys, I hope this angle is not too bad for you. I shelled one just to speed the process up, and I'm just going to show you what I do to get these out. You'll see there's a small gap, so what I do is I take my knife and slice down and then try go along the front. You see a lot of water comes out of them. Now take your hands and in. You just got to be very careful of these edges because they can be pretty sharp, and I'll break one here now in a second to show you. So I just peel off the insides. Just pull up the middle. So there you go. See the pretty big shells. So this is the siphon or the foot part. I generally don't bother with that. So the other one. What that leaves you can see, is these two pieces, and these are the pieces that I've used previously to good effect. So that's what I'm going to use now. So just have a 1/0. I just sit it on once. Yuki bait tool. This is just for ease of baiting. And my elastic. So now I usually double these up, especially bass and cod. Today now it's super calm, so there's not going to be any of that happening, but I said I'd do the video out of the way anyway. So that's about what one would look like. But I go, usually when I'm using them, for something bigger, and after a storm especially, these can be very good. So put on the second one. Again, just sit it onto the bait tool. That's how I use them anyway. Just wrap them on. It's very simple process. I'll show you now what the two baits look like together. And there's, as you can see, a lot of water coming off them, but also a lot of juice as well. So that's the kind of bait I'd end up with. Which two of them makes a good sized bait, maybe 4 inches. Use these cod, whiting, coalies, any of the winter fish, especially if crab are in short supply, which always happens around us. So everyone, that's how you get it. That's how I bait up with the clams anyway. If you want to use a pennel, it's a good idea to make sure that you bind these so you can kind of overlap them when you're baiting up. But if you're not going to use a pennel, you can just pull. I usually have my stop here. Just pull your stop up to it. So there you go. Very simple to use the clams. It's not an overly complicated process, but they can be very good. So, like always, if the videos are any good or you're enjoying them, give an old like to the channel and subscribe, and don't be afraid to share around the videos. Thanks guys.